It's 1 a.m. at Miami International Airport, and we're at one of the most important runways to see the work of the 12 people that are responsible for guaranteeing that the airport runs smoothly. The striping crew, as they informally call themselves, is responsible for the tedious job of painting, inch by inch, the lines that guide the pilots to safety as they try to land. And with such a precarious job, the stakes are always high, as the FAA is coming to inspect.
We're preparing for the 139 inspection. We're going to paint tonight the center line of the runway. We're going to prepare by painting around the lights of the runway first, and then we're going to pull string so the paint truck can guide the string. With the guide of the string, we could paint the line straight. It's for the pilots. When they land the planes, it helps them land the planes. It helps them drive the planes away off the runway, driving it towards the terminal. It's more as a safety issue, more than anything.
There are 4 teams made up of 12 members who use almost 500 gallons of paint a night in order to make the lines visible from the air, and they need a special ingredient to make their work shine.
For the line to reflect at night, it's apart from the paint, behind the paint gun, there's another gun that shoots the glass beads. It's glass that's like powdered, and it sticks to the paint. Once the paint dries, it stays with the glass, and when the light hits it, it reflects.
Now, Frank and his team would not be able to paint such perfect lines if the tarmac was dirty. And for that job, a whole new crew comes in and works tirelessly around the clock to ensure the runway is clear of debris, like Michelle Cardona.
I supervise the airfield operations, anything ranging from FAR Part 139 to make sure we're in compliance, to any alerts 1, 2, and 3, which is basically alert 1, when a pilot may encounter mechanical issues. Alert 2, when a pilot may ask for assistance upon landing. We are always patrolling, picking up FOD, which is called foreign object debris or trash, garbage. Also to make sure that there's nothing that may present damage to an aircraft, such as ingesting anything that can damage the engine, which can cause millions of dollars of damage.
And how does your team pick up the debris?
But basically, this machine is just a big, wet, dry vac. It picks up any and everything. It has a blower in the back to where you set it at certain RPMs. You lower the pickup head, and whatever's on the ground, it sucks it up. It picks up almost everything, depends on the weight or whatever it is on the ground. If it's too heavy, then the machine won't pick it up.
These hardworking men and women never stop moving and are always patrolling the runways and taxiways, ensuring a clear route for planes to arrive and depart. With all those moving parts, there's always a chance for a mistake, but luckily the safety measures at MIA are top-notch.
So when it's active, we don't really get on the runway unless it is requested by the FAA tower.
We go on the runways as needed. If something that needs to be done on the runway, what they do, they shut the runway down, they call us out, we sweep it, and that's it.
That's not to say there haven't been any close calls.
I was crossing to get out of the way of a plane, and I met the nose of his plane, met the nose of my truck, but nothing happened, nothing serious or anything. I was just getting out of his way.
While all these duties are separate, they all must work together with the control tower in perfect unison to ensure the smooth running of one of the busiest airports in the country, which saw over 26 million travelers in the first half of 2023.
All airlines that arrive at Miami International report to one of our 3 towers. Doesn't matter which one. My agents assign all the gate assignments for the airport, cargo spots, hard stand parking, ticket counters, all of our computers, all the information you see on the flight display system in the airport comes from these computers. So when you see an aircraft arrive, my agents are the ones that tell the passengers they arrive. We allocate ticket counters, we allocate baggage belts. We also control the pushback for the aircraft coming and going from around the terminal area.
Brandt's team works with the airlines to ensure all aircraft have a place to dock and deboard the passengers, living in constant communication with the pilots, the airlines, and the ground crew. And no matter how prepared you are, life always seems to throw curveballs, like the bad flooding that forced Fort Lauderdale International Airport to divert their flights to Miami, causing massive delays.
In those instances, we'll take every diverted flight If we have a gate for them, we'll assign a gate for them. If not, then we'll have them hold and wait for a gate, in whichever concourse it may be, so we can get the passengers off of the plane, because we don't want to keep passengers for hours on a plane if we don't have to. Then once we deplane the passengers, then we could tow that aircraft off, park it somewhere, and bring another airplane in so it could offload their passengers.
And if the weather is not a problem, there's always something else.
For the size airport is very complex, because the original airport is still the same size. Many other airports are a lot larger, and for the amount of traffic, aircraft traffic that we have, I believe we're number 1 in international passengers. I believe we're number 1 in international cargo. There's a lot of traffic and not enough land space for it. So we have to manage these resources properly, if at all possible, to keep aircraft going, keep aircraft moving.
Yet, while the work is tiresome and usually goes unnoticed, the employees seem to carry a positive attitude.
I just thank Miami-Dade County for giving me the opportunity to be one of their employees, and like Miami-Dade County motto says, delivering service excellent every day.